What are the different laws that are supposed and that are framed here in the Boolean algebra? We will see here, and we will make a list of those. One minute. Okay. Just write those list of laws. A null law. Next, identity law. So is it visible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Null law, identity law, complement law. Next one, commutative law. Lengthy list of laws are there here, and we can have a note of those. Next, associative law. Distributive law. And among these so many laws, you have here the majority of laws in your normal algebra, normal algebraic expressions. In your normal mathematics also, you have here these laws: commutative law, associative law, distributive law, all these things. So that means those are all applied here also in our Boolean algebra also. Apart from that, there are some other laws also which can we use here. Next, similarly, redundant, literal rule. So here we are making an index of the list of laws what can be used in the Boolean algebra. Redundant literal rule. Next one, idempotent law. Idempotent. 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 Potence. Sorry. Idempotence. POTENCE. Idempotence law. Next one, absorption law. Absorption law. Next one, consensus theorem. So some list we are framing. Based on these lists, we will do the Boolean algebra and we will reduce the equation so that we can construct the effective digital circuits. Consensus theorem. And next one, transportation theorem. De Morgan's theorem. Okay. So these are some of the laws which we can use here, and similarly, some duality principle is also there which we can use here. Duality principle. Duality principle. These are some of the laws or the rules which are framed so that we can use in the Boolean algebra. Okay. So I hope you have written this. So now we will move to the first one, which is called the null law here. Okay, shall I erase it? Okay. So first one is the null law. So for the majority of the laws, we will state the both conditions. What are those? Is if AND operation is used, what is the law? And if OR operation is used, what is the law? That's why we have two versions of the laws. If null law is applied also, suppose if AND operator is used, what is the statement? If OR operator is used, what is the statement? Similarly, for commutative law also, distributive law. Like that, we for the so many laws what we have listed in majority of these laws, we will have the two versions based on the whether if the AND operation is getting used or if the OR operation is getting used. So based on those combinations, you will frame the laws. Okay. So in the null law also, so there are two versions of there are two laws, null law. Here you can write a point here. There are two laws. There are two laws. LAWS laws. There are two laws. And below that, and below that, put in the brackets and. So that with respect to AND operation, that's what we are framing one law. With respect to AND operation, what is that law? So law 1, that is A ANDing with 0 gives 0. A ANDing with 0 gives 0. Law 1. This is law 1. A ANDing with 0 gives 0. So that's what we have already told. So here the basic operations like AND or not, these are only the things we will use here basically. And based on these operations and based on those set of values 0 and 1, we will formulate the laws and we will frame them here. Okay. And we know already this one based on the our AND gate truth table. Okay, we know the AND gate truth table. So for any of the two inputs, if an input is 0, then now what happens? Automatically the output becomes 0. We know from the AND logic gate. That is you are framing it in general as one law, which is called null law with respect to AND operation. Okay, you can write the statement here. This law states that so null law with respect to AND logic, AND operation. Okay, so this law states that a variable ANDed, a variable, here A is a variable and 0 is some your set of value. This law states that a variable ANDed, A and D capital, ED small, a variable ANDed, right, like this, A and D capital, ED small, ANDed with 0, ANDed with a variable ANDed with 0 is always equal to 0, is always equal to 0. Okay, is always equal to 0. So symbolically, how we can represent is, so since we are talking about here as the AND gate, AND logic. So suppose an input is there with respect to some variable A. I don't know what is the value of the variable, maybe a 1 or it may be a 0. And for one input, I am fixing it as 0 because of this condition. So output will be definitely 0. This is the representation. Okay. Next, with respect to OR operation, the same null law with respect to OR operation. Okay. So law 2. So if null law AND version is completed. Now the OR version. So A plus 1 equal to, what are you expecting here? What value you are expecting? A variable value plus 1. What is the value you are expecting?
Yes, sir.
A. How can we expect A here? See, this is a binary system, digital system. So actually this is 1. How it will be? Let's have a look here. So one input is fixed as 1. Okay. And another value is A, whether it may be a 0 or a 1. So you are doing this one. So 1 plus 0, 1. Suppose 1 plus 1, 1 only. Have you got the sense? Are you understand? Okay.
Yes,
So
sir.
that's why, right. So that's why A plus 1 equal to 1. This is another law. So based on this, you can write the statement here. This law states that this is another law. So any variable ORing with 1 gives 1 only, because any variable, since I am dealing with all this in the Boolean algebraic level, I have only two values, either 0 or 1. So since I am ORing with 1, I know already the OR gate logic. If any one of the input is 1, definitely output is 1. That the same thing happens here. So based on that, a law is derived here. Okay, nothing new here. Just a law is derived based on the OR gate operation. Okay, no need to worry about this much. Okay, now write a statement here. This law states that any variable, like the previous statement, here also we can write here. This law states that any variable ORed, OR small ed, OR capital, ORed, OR capital, ed small, ORed with 1. This law states that any variable ORed with 1 equal to 1, equal to 1. Any value ORed with 1 equal to 1. So I can write the expression here regarding the statement. So this is one input, this is another input. Okay. Okay. So let us say some variable A is given here for one input of the OR gate, and for another input I have given a fixed input 1. So what happens? This output is 1, obviously. Okay. I think you got that. Okay. Okay. Shall I erase it? Shall I erase it?
Yes, sir.
Right. This is regarding the null law. That means it is nullifying your answers. Okay. That means whatever the variables you are using, those are not getting propagated at the output. You have observed here, right? So even though they are A ANDing with 0, you are getting a 0 only. A ANDing with A ORing with 1, you are getting 1 only, not your variable. Your variable is getting inhibited or blocked because of these operations. That's why this is what a null law with respect to the AND version and OR version. That means the whatever the input variables you are using here, those are not getting reflected at the output side. That's the thing. And next, second one. What is the second one we have told? What is the second law we have told?
Identity law.
Identity law. Identity law. Okay. Identity law. So this is also with two versions, AND version and OR version. The AND gate version we will write here. AND version. So what is this? Law 1. Law 1. A ANDing with 1 gives A. A ANDing with 1 gives A. This is one law. So these laws are basically derived from the truth tables of the those basic logic gates. Okay, right. So the statement, we can understand the statement here. So this law states that any variable ANDed with 1 is equal to the variable itself. Any variable, this law states that, you can write the point here, this law states that any variable ANDed with 1 is equal to the variable itself. That is the statement, the variable itself. And with respect to this one, you can draw the diagram, that AND gate diagram. This is the AND gate. Okay. For one input you have given A, for another input you have given 1. So A ANDing with 1, A. If you put 0 here, it will be 0. If you put 1 here, it will be 1. Okay. If this is 1, definitely the input will be transmitted to the output. If you put 0 here, that will be inhibited. Okay. That's why. This is the identity law. So it means whatever the input you have provided, that same is reflecting at the output. Identity. That same value is getting at the output. Okay. Identity law. Okay. This is version of the AND gate. Suppose if you are using the OR gate, what is its version? So that's why what is its law 2? A plus 0. A. Is it right or wrong? A ORing with 0. Any variable value ORing with 0 gives that same variable. That's what I'm saying. Right or wrong? I have noted it one. This one. You can write the below statement here. This law states that any variable ORed with 0 is equal to the variable itself. ORed with 0 is equal to the variable itself. A statement clear raspon. Next, OR gate, that symbol representation. Suppose if two inputs are provided here, like this one, this is how the OR gate will behave. Okay. Next one. Shall I move to the next one? Third one, complement law. Complement law. Okay. So this is also with respect to AND version. What is the law? With OR version, what is the law? We will see here. So this law is also called as complement law. It is also called as negation law. We can have another name for this, negation law. Complement and negate and antaru. That's why you can call it as a negation law also. In some of the textbooks, very rarely they will mention like this, complement law or negation law. Okay. So law 1 here. What is this one? Complement. So A ANDing with its own complement. A ANDing with its own complement gives 0. This is the law. So these are all framed from those basic logic gate truth tables. Okay. We are making some conclusions. We are framing some rules here. That's why. So law 1. A ANDing with A bar. Because if A is 1, it should be ANDed with A bar. A bar means one complement. So 0 means 0. If A is 0, ANDing with 0 complement 1, which gives 0. So that's why this is valid for any type of variable. So you can write the statement here. Please write the statement here. Okay, no need to left that one. This law states that you need to know the meaning of this laws and everything. That's why this law states that a variable ANDed with its complement. A variable ANDed with its complement is equal to 0. A variable ANDed with its complement, its own complement, is equal to 0. This is AND version. Next, similarly, OR version. Okay, you can write that circuit, that logic symbol here. logic gate symbol here. Okay, you are taking some AND gate. These are some inputs. This is some output. Let us say A, and here it is A bar. You have complemented that input here instead, so which gives a 0. Okay. Next, law 2. What should be the law 2 here? Complement law. Can anyone?
A plus A bar equals to 1.
A plus A bar equals to 1.
1.
Definitely right. Because if you assume A equal to 0, means 0 plus 0 complement is 1, which gives 1. If you assume A equal to 1, so 1 plus A bar means 0, which gives 1, always 1. So that's why A plus A bar equals to 1. This is the complement law with respect to OR operation. So here also you can write the statement. This law states that any variable ORed with its own complement is equal to 1. So if you do the ORed operation of a variable with its own complement, you will get 1 here. If you go with the ANDing operation of a variable with its complement, you will get a 0. Okay. Next, in below, put a note here. ఇందాక నేను లిస్ట్లో చెప్పడం మర్చిపోయాను. జస్ట్ పుట్ ఏ నోట్ హియర్ రిగార్డింగ్ దిస్ కాంప్లిమెంట్. ఇటు కాంప్లిమెంట్ చెప్తాను కాబట్టి ఒక చిన్న పాయింట్, చిన్న లా ఇది ఇంకోటి సబ్పార్ట్ లాగా. డబుల్ నెగేషన్ లా. కాంప్లిమెంట్ లాలోను చిన్న నోట్ అని పెట్టుకుని డబుల్ నెగేషన్ లా. Double complement. Double negation means double complement. Suppose if A is there, if I put a complement, this is single complement. If I put another complement, which is called double complement, that's what he is talking about. So a complement of a complementary variable gives that variable itself. That means A is here. So this complement and over this complement. So that's why these two complements will get cancelled and the variable will be this one only. The output will be a variable itself. Okay. So this is the law for the double negation law. Okay. So what this law is saying is this one. We can write the statement here. This law states that double negation or complement of a variable. Double negation. This law states that double negation or complement of a variable is equal to the variable itself. Okay. Double negation. That's why it is the variable itself. అంటే ఇక్కడ ఎన్ని నెగేషన్స్ ఉన్నాయి? ఈవెన్ నెంబర్ ఆఫ్ నెగేషన్స్ ఉన్నాయి. అంటే ఫస్ట్ నెగేషన్, సెకండ్ నెగేషన్, అంటే ఈవెన్ నెంబర్ ఆఫ్ టైమ్స్ ఇక్కడ నెగేషన్ చేసావు కాబట్టి యూ హావ్ అబ్టైన్డ్ ద సేమ్ వేరియబుల్. అదే ఇప్పుడు నేను సపోజ్ ఆడ్ నెంబర్ ఆఫ్ నెగేషన్స్ చేస్తే 3 times నెగేషన్ అప్లై చేశాను. వాట్ ఈస్ ద అవుట్పుట్ హియర్? ఏ కాంప్లిమెంట్ ఓవర్ అనదర్ కాంప్లిమెంట్. సో ఐ అప్లైడ్ ద నెగేషన్ హియర్ 3 times. వాట్ ఈస్ ద వేరియబుల్ హియర్? అవుట్పుట్
A complement, sir.
A complement. That is. So that's what you can observe another inner point here. If the negation is applied even number of times, output is the variable itself. If the negation is applied odd number of times for a variable, then the output is complemented variable, complement of that variable. That is another conclusion. Okay, you can draw from this. Okay. So far we have completed 3 laws. Okay, we will move to the next one. What is the next one in your list?
Commutative law, sir.
Commutative law. Okay. commutative law. Write a point there. This law allows the change in position of this law allows the change in position of this law allows the change in position of variables. This law allows the change in position of variables with respect to A and D and operation, with respect to AND operation or OR operation, with respect to AND operation or OR operation. Okay, this is what the commutative law. Okay, now we will see it with the different versions, with the AND version. So law 1. So law 1, A plus B equal to B plus A. This is one law. So what he is saying is this law allows the change in position of variables, change in the position of variables with respect to AND operation or OR operation, anything. So the position of variables is changing, not the operation. And even though if you are done like this, the output is same. A plus B equal to B plus A. So this law is basically applied in your normal algebra also and in your Boolean algebra also. Okay. That means by symbolically what we can say is okay, sorry for that. It is a AND operation, right? So that's why dot here. Extremely sorry for that. This is a dot. So place the dot here. A dot B is equal to B dot A with respect to AND operation. So that's why first input is A, second input is B, and gives here AB. And similar case, suppose if I change the position of the variables, first input is B, second input is A, then also BA, which is nothing but same. That is his meaning of commutative law. And similarly, OR operation. With respect to OR operation. So what is this one? Law 2. What is that? A plus B equal to B plus A. This is with respect to R. By mistake I have written there. This is with respect to R statement. So for this one, the corresponding diagram is this is some OR gate. So I'm just trying to change the positions of the inputs. For this case, I'm writing as A B, which gives A plus B. If I go for this one, first input as B and second input as A, then also the output is same, B plus A, which is equal to A plus B only. This is what the commutative law. I have written this.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And what the thing is, it may not be limited to the two variables. We can extend it to any number of variables. Like suppose if I am going for the three variables, let's say, suppose if the R version, which is the R version, let us say if I am using some similarly, if I am using some three variables, let us say A plus B plus C, then I can take it as the A plus C plus B equal to C plus A plus B, like that. The positions can be changed, and whatever the order we have written, the value is same. That is what. This is what the commutative law. And you can write the further combinations also here. I have written some of the a plus b plus c is one way I can give the inputs. You can also give the by changing the position of the inputs as a c b, or you can give it as c a b. Whatever the way I have given, the output is same only. That's what. And similarly for this one also, whether it may be ABC or BCA, whatever it is. Similarly, for the AND operation also, if A dot B dot C, it is also equal to A dot C dot B, which is also equal to C dot B dot A, like this, some different combination. That means if we expand it to some more number of variables also, this law is applicable, commutative law. That's what he's saying. Okay.